Hey everyone, hope you're all well. Today we are going to be taking a closer look at rapid fire frame fusion rifles for PVE and Destiny 2. Our goal is to crown a new DPS king to melt our favorite returning bosses. Before we get started with the fusion rifle math, let's settle a baseline with our testing dummy. Here in the Lost Sector, he takes 2,698 damage to the body and 4,047 to the head with no mod equipped. When I equip a major spec mod on the gun, we do get a damage increase. Then, when I equip a boss spec mod on instead, my damage reverts back to normal. So for all of our testing today, we will be using the major spec mod on our weapons. Our first fusion rifle we will be testing is this season's pursuit weapon, the Null Composure. This fusion rifle can be obtained from completing a quest given from the gunsmith in Season 14. Our second fusion rifle we will be testing is from Season 13, the Cartesian Coordinate. This fusion rifle can be obtained from Umbral Engram focusing and from world drops, such as gunsmith packages. This fusion, with the right perk set, can overthrow the Null Composure for the DPS throne. I have two Cartesian Coordinates here today, one that replicates the Null Composure with high impact reserves, and another that I believe to be the DPS king that comes with Vorpal weapon. First fusion rifle we will be testing is Null Composure. We will be doing the trick where we use Reservoir Burst and then we swap to high impact reserves. The Null Composure lands a burst of bolts for 5,026 a bolt for 3 to 5 shots, depending on if you activate Reservoir Burst or not. The bottom half of the magazine receives 15% damage increase over the remaining course of the magazine. The Cartesian Coordinate with Vorpal weapon lands a burst of bolts for 5,780 a bolt for every shot fired. This is a continuous damage increase, whereas with high impact reserves, you only get the bottom half of the mag to have a damage increase. Our Cartesian Coordinate with high impact reserves and enhanced battery lands a burst of bolts for 5,026 a bolt for 4 shots. The bottom half of the magazine receives 15% damage increase over the remaining course of the magazine. First of all, these fusion rifles fire 7 bolts per shot and have a charge rate of 540. Well, that's a lot of numbers, but what do they all actually mean? The first 5 shots of the Null Composure deals a total of 35,182 per shot. Therefore, the first 5 shots total to be 175,910. High impact reserves ramps up the damage of the final 3 shots. The total damage increase here is 15% for the final 3 shots, for a total of 121,633. The full magazine deals 297,543. Next, for the Cartesian Coordinate with Vorpal weapon. Being that Vorpal weapon is a consistent damage increase of 15% when shooting bosses, we're able to deal 40,460 per shot, and 283,220 for the entire magazine of 7 shots of the magazine. However, we can increase our magazine to 8 with battery options. This would increase our total damage to be 323,680 for the entire magazine, which is ahead of Null Composure by a pretty decent chunk for doing, well, literally nothing outside of the acquisition of Vorpal weapon and an increase to our magazine. Finally, the math for Cartesian Coordinate with high impact reserves and a magazine of 8. The first 4 shots deals a total of 35,182 per shot, totaling over those first 4 shots to be 140,728. This particularly differs because the base magazine is 8 instead of 6. High impact reserves ramps up the damage of the final 4 shots, totaling 161,997, which is roughly a 15% damage increase for the final 4 shots. A full magazine with this fusion rifle deals a total of 302,725, which is still ahead of the Null Composure by a slight margin. Okay, let's review. Today, we tested fusion rifles with rapid fire frames. In conclusion, we learned Null Composure is good because it has an easy route of access. However, if you are willing to put in the extra time, Cartesian Coordinate has a higher damage ceiling, specifically with the perks Vorpal Weapon and Enhanced Battery. Hope everybody enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.